We are back. We are going to talk about the upcoming power rankings for the teams. What's up, Peckerhead? I mean Peterson. Ha ha, nothing much, bitch cakes. Right, carrying on, let's start out with the Reds and Lefty. The Reds look like a solid team. I think by far the best team on paper. Well, of course they had first pick and chose Mikey. Yeah, I would say it helps grabbing Mikey first overall selection. Lefty also took some great talent that came back to him in the draft. Yes sir, he has a solid lineup. His teams 1 through 10 is about as strong as you can get, not to mention his 9-hitter Gene, who by the manual says he's got the best power in the game. Will not matter when he will be getting struck out. Haha, we will have to deal with his top 5. It looks scary. He also has one of the best pitchers in DD, going from a shutdown closer to a starter this year. Yeah, I will miss Josh, damn you Lefty. Haha. I don't know how much Lefty plays this game, but any team can win his squad. I'm going to give him an 8 for offense and an 8 for defense and a projected record of 15-15. Yeah, his team is pretty stacked. I will give him an 8 for offense and a 7 for defense, as well as he might have a tough time getting situated with the Cliff. I will go with an 11-19 record. Like I said before, if he's gung-ho about Dusty as much as he is Tecmo, we are in a ton of trouble, and I hope he can prove me wrong. Alright, who we got next? Peterson. Let's talk about Fulcher with the School of Hard Knocks and the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew is my 2 ideal leadoff hitters with Slick and Lewis, who are burners and can set the tone for the rest of the lineup. Yet that's about as fast as you can get at leading off. Looks like he will come out of the gates a-blazing. The real missing link, however, aside from Boris, is the power. No one really can hit the long ball besides the Russian. I personally would move Mudcat up in the lineup to more of an run producer role, maybe behind Boris to protect him. I don't see much action out of the Brew Crew, however his lineup is by far the fastest in the league, which equals great defense. Yet I have to agree with you, there are only 3 players on his team lack some speed. The one thing Fulcher has going for him is definitely that speed. If he can lock down on defense, like he has in the past, there will be a lot of low-scoring games at the school. Alright, I'm going to give the Brew Crew a 5 for offense and a 7 for defense, as his team is wicked fast in the outfield. I believe the overall record will fall off though at 9-21 this year. I think it's all about the Brew Crew's D this year, as like said before, his D is super fast. I'm going to give his offense a 5 as well, but his defense in my eyes can be lockdown city, and I will give that a 9. His overall record this year, if he can stay on top of things, could be great, but I'm going to roll with a 12-18 record. Alright, next let's talk about the Twinkies and Ryan. Well, as said before, with what he did last year with the team he had, it will be scary to see what he will do this year. As crazy as it may sound, I believe his team last season that he did not draft was more fearsome than this year's. Well, that's surprising. I have a feeling, no matter what team he has, he always finds a way to win. After maybe Bella, no one really scary. Having said that, however, probably the best 1 through 5 batters as a group in the league. Clark will set the tone for bobbers Davey D, Fuji and Biff. Bella, a good hitter, will knock in any leftovers on the base pads. His whole team looks great on offense and defense. I believe we will be seeing the Twins in the playoffs again this year. Well, I'm not real sure about using Bella as a pitcher, so the verdict is still out on that. I will give the Twinkies a 7 for offense and defense, as he has a pretty balanced team. The record projection will be 15-15. I think Ryan and the Twins will have a good season and sneak into the playoffs. We shall see how Ryan will defend the Sandlot again this year with less pop than last year. I will give him the same ratings and record as you did at 15-15. We'll see how accurate we are about these 3 teams soon enough. Ryan is a proven talent, Fulcher has great skills, and we shall see what the Tecmo juggernaut Lefty will do this year in a whole new world. This concludes part 1 of the DD Power Rankings for Peterson. This is Lightning Larry. Catch you later.